What's up, you guys? It's been a little while, man, since I shared some knowledge with y'all, man. So I figured, why deprive them any longer of all this knowledge I got up in my head, man? So we back, man, with some common topics that seem to be coming up. And this particular one seems to be coming up more than usual. So I figured I'd address it. And so if you are a person who has, one, not made any results really at any point in your workout, you know what I'm saying, journey. Two, don't think you've made results or not satisfied with the results that you've made. Or three, you made a bunch of results and then you either plateaued or you lost a lot of what you had gained. Then this particular message is for you. All right. The first thing, and there's a good, there's misconceptions about, what we should expect from fitness. Obviously, if you're working out on a regular basis, and I'm talking to people who work out on a regular basis. I'm not talking to you if you sit on the couch, if you're super inconsistent. If you're unsatisfied with your results in that case, then what did you expect was going to happen when you show up every now and then? Or, you know what I'm saying, you go to work out for 2 weeks and then you go missing for 2 months. I mean, ain't nothing going to happen with that. So your expectations are out of line with reality. But some of you other guys, your expectations are out of line with reality as well. All right, so in the case of people who have not made many results whatsoever, now they're out there. Now, as always, there's not just one answer to every problem or every question, but what you need to do is consider your program. Because, I mean, everybody out there claims to be an expert. Everybody out there, every fitness program claims to be the best. You see all these advertisements and stuff like that with success stories and all that. Well, when you're training, especially if you train with other people who train in the same program, look around and see if the people who are doing the same things that you're doing are getting results. If results are few and far between, if you're not being challenged, like seriously challenged on a regular basis, then you're not likely to make results or get results for very long. Like, you're going to plateau very early. And if there's a bunch of people around you who are not getting results or who have not historically gotten results doing that program, then more than likely just the program is just not for you. It's just not working for you. And there's these certain fitness groups and stuff that go in a small room and run around in circles, do a few curls, and then go home. People barely sweating, and they're more like social groups. They're not like real fitness. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not like they're more for people who want to say they have a trainer and do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not for people who are very intent on getting results. So you're just not gonna get very much progress doing that type of workout. That's just not. You're going to plateau early because you're not really challenging or testing your body in a manner to make it change. All right. The second group are ones who perceive that, or you've made progress, but it's not at the pace that you wanted it to be. Like, you expect it to be completely ripped and cut and all magazine ready in 3 months or 6 months. The problem there is you set your expectations based on what you saw in these advertisements, and those are deceptive, and they're basically lies to get you to sign up for a program, especially when they're like selling supplements or workout programs, and you see these 30-day transformations and 60-day transformations. It doesn't happen like that, man. Anybody you see with good muscle tone and and that looks like they're in very good shape. All the people I know have been training for years. And these transformations that you see, they could just take a picture at any time and then take another picture at any other time and claim it was 30 days. You have no proof that it was actually 30 days or 60 days or 90 days. And then what they'll go and do is they'll fit on you, like the stupid TV show, or they get somebody who's already in shape, go and get them fat, and then get them back in shape, and then start the clock once they're fat, and then get them back in shape real quick. It's like me. If I were to go and get fat, put on like 30, 40 pounds, and then get back on my workout regimen, I can get back into good shape in 30 days or 60 days, or, you know what I'm saying, or 90 days easily, by going on, you know, a fairly strict diet and just doing my normal thing. And so what they do is they want to convince you that this can be the norm for you. And frankly, that's just a lie. There's a small part of the population that has uber responsiveness to fitness and working out. And usually those people have had an athletic background. And I talked about that in the previous video, your body type and stuff. And if you had an athletic background growing up, then you'll probably get results a little bit quicker than somebody who was sedentary growing up. But if you have to ask yourself if that's you, then it ain't you. All right? If you're not that little, you know, small percentage of people with elite genetics that just respond real quick, that ain't talking about you. So you're going to have to put in the hard work just like everybody else to get the results that you're looking for. It's as simple as that. And then this third group, you have what I call, some of you have what I call, so you've made a lot of results. Initially when you started on, you had that fire, you were just gung-ho, you were doing everything to the T as best as you could. And then something happened along the line, and then you lost some gains, and then you lost your confidence, and then you got a little lazy, and then you backslid a little bit, and now you lost a bunch of gains, or you still kind of just drifting around about where you were at the end of the time where you were still making progress. So you made progress and stopped, or you made progress and stopped and then went backwards. And you guys have what I like to call fitnesia. And fitnesia is where you forgot how hard you had to work to get to where you were or are. And so you've gotten to where you were or are, and you got lax. You just thought it was just, hey, you know, that's just part of company. So you go to workouts, kind of dragging around. You miss some workouts. You don't do all the other prerequisite stuff to make progress. You're not doing your extra stuff, you know, when you're not with your trainer. Because everybody don't train with their trainer 5 and 6 days a week. If you train with your trainer 3-4 days a week, you need to be doing other stuff. Especially if you're doing other stuff at first to make progress. It's as simple as that. And then what happens is you dig this hole, and then you look down at the scale or at your clothes or something, and then reality hits you, and now you're all upset. Well, sorry, not sorry that you have reaped what you sow. Because you are the person who caused it. It's not your body. You're not too old. It's not, you're a year older than you were when you made the results. You ain't too old. Your body ain't changed that much in a year. It's mental. You checked out. You got lazy. You stopped doing the stuff that got you to where you were or are. And so now you hit this plateau. You can't get past it. Some people on medications, it's not your medication. Most of the time, it's not your medication. The vast majority of the time, it is not your medication. Stop looking for a scapegoat or an excuse or a way out, and just suck it up that you haven't been doing what's necessary to get to where you were or are. All right. Consider that your personality may be one that you just need somebody looking over your shoulder, but nobody can be there 24/7. I grew up in a disciplinarian household. I function in an environment where somebody is hard on me. I thrive in that environment where somebody is hard on me and there's, there's pressure on me to do the right thing, or to do my best, or to elevate myself and my game to new levels. That's why I like group workouts, because there's always a challenge. You know what I'm saying? There's always a way for me to create a challenge in a workout to push myself, because that drives me. Some of you are the same way. If you grew up in a disciplinary household, you probably function best in an environment, a fitness environment where there's some discipline. The worst thing for those type of people is to be somewhere where somebody's gonna coddle you all the time and granny voice and let you just get away with murder, because that just doesn't work. For some people. I'm just talking about some people. Specific people. You know what I'm talking to. I remember one time when I was young, I think I was maybe like 8 or 9 years old. I had a little cousin I used to play with all the time. And so we had these little Hot Wheels cars. And so we had collected Hot Wheels cars over the years, and we would get together and, play with the Hot Wheels cars. But one day we were playing, he got this new car. It was sweet. The car was sweet, man. And I was like, where you get that car from, dog? He was like, man, I got it from Kmart. I was like, oh, man, how much it costs? He was like, nothing. I was like, nothing? I'm going to get me one. He was like, nah, man. I just went up in there. I opened the package. I took it out, put it in my pocket, and I took it home with me. And I was like, what? I was like, is that easy? What? And so, needless to say, I tried it, right? So I got away with it like 2 times. I got away with it 2 times. I stole two little Matchbox cars, right? But that third time, man, my mama caught me. And so we at the Kmart, right? So I'm trying to steal the thing. She's like, boy, what are you doing? And so she was like, all right, bring your behind with me. She ain't hit me or nothing. So now I was really scared. Like she would have pinched or something or kicked me or something. Like usually, like just automatic reflex. Pow! You know what I'm saying? This woman took me to the front. It was a police officer at the front. She took my little 8-year-old behind up there to the police officer, told him to take me to jail right now. I was like, did you just tell him to take me to jail? I'm 8 years old. I didn't know what to do. But she was furious. And he was like, nah, ma'am, I'm not going to take him to jail, but because I'm sure whatever you're going to do to him when you get home is worse than whatever we was going to do in that jail. And sure enough, I got my behind wore out when we got home. I ain't never stole nothing else since. So lesson learned. Sometimes you need a swift kick in your behind to get yourself back on track. For some of y'all, it's the doctor got to tell you you're gonna die tomorrow, and then you run your behind to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Doctor got to tell you, you got this problem or that problem, high blood pressure, you're at risk for stroke, and then you gonna run your behind to the gym. Some of y'all won't even listen to that. You know what I'm saying? But for some of you, at least you'll respond to a swift kick in the behind or the knowledge that you're putting yourself at danger, at risk, and you want to do something about it. And sometimes that's your kick in the behind. Other times it's your training. But at the end of the day, if you have access to a trainer and resources to help you that have helped you before, then use them. Stop backing out. Stop half-stepping. You don't get 100% results for half-stepping. It doesn't work. 50% effort does not produce 100% results. So sometimes tough love is needed, and sometimes a kick in your old pants is necessary. And I just so happens to know somebody who enjoys giving a kick in the pants. So to those of y'all who work out with me, who train with me, and have prompted me to make this message, yeah, I'm talking to you. For those of you who don't train with me, you know what I'm saying? You might need to be in that environment where somebody's going to be on you. That doesn't mean going to the local gym fitness class where the trainer don't know your name, because they're doing 15 classes a day. They don't know your name, they don't care, and they're not going to hold you accountable to nothing you do, especially outside of that room, but really even inside of that room. gotta have somebody that's gonna keep it real with you and be like, yeah, well, you sucked last week. You wasn't eating or sleeping. You wasn't getting, your stress levels are out the roof. You eat some junk, eating out all the time, and you just acting a fool. You need somebody that's just gonna tell you that straight up. I didn't mean for this video to take this long, man, but it's something that's just real in my heart, man, because, you know, people come to me and then they're all broke down because, you know, they ain't seeing the result. Well, what you thought was gonna happen? What did you think was gonna happen? You've been half-stepping for 5, 6, 7 year, 2 years. What did you think was gonna happen? You got to put in the work. Being fit is tedious, man. It's hard, period. Every day is not gonna be a good day. Every month is not gonna be a good month. Sometimes 6 months, a year, is not gonna be a good year. You might have some issues that come up in life that kind of set you back. You might have an injury that sets you back. But once you clear that, you got to get back on the grind, man. Fitness is about a grind. And I'm talking about me too, man. There's times where I'm like, man, I look in the mirror, I'm like, man, you got to get yourself together, bro. You tripping. Because I'm not doing what is necessary for me. You know, so it's as simple as that. You got to be honest with yourself. And if you got some accountability, then you gotta use it. If you don't got some, go get some. If you're trying to do it on your own, most of the time that just don't work. So anyways, guys, this video went way longer than I intended for it to, but all this knowledge, man, I got all this knowledge just ready to flow on it. So I hope this video is helpful for you guys. I hope it's not discouraging for you, but I'm just being real, man. The real world ain't everybody gets a trophy. Oh, body positive. Like I said, if you're in fitness and fitness is priority for you, you've made a major victory. But if you got goals and you've made them and you've shown that you're capable of attaining them, not doing it is a failure. Not doing it when you know you can, you have the capability of doing it, is a failure for you. So get on your horse. Let's get these gains, man. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.